Hey folks, how's it going? This is Built by Bands here. This video is going to be kind of one of those discussion type videos, not necessarily any type of guide or anything like that. I just wanted to address a couple topics that I am seeing like every single day in the user group. And it's going to be just my opinion on these matters, and you can take it for what it's worth. But felt like I should probably address some of it because people are just going back and forth, and I feel like they're spending more time debating topics as opposed to actually just doing the workout. So number one, rep cadence. So this is a humongous debate virtually every day. Quite frankly, I'm getting tired of it. It's important, yes. You know what's more important? Your form. So I feel like people are so focused on like getting the perfect cadence and 2 up, 2 down, 3 up, 3 down, something like that, and they still have crappy form. So if your form sucks, you could have the best cadence in the world and it doesn't matter. You're already not doing the exercise to its fullest potential because your form is bad, or you're just going to get hurt, one or the other. So first, if your form isn't great, just focus on that, and obviously don't go blazing fast with your reps, but you don't need to over worry about 2 up and 2 down and all that kind of stuff. Once you've mastered the X3, then yeah, start playing around with your cadence to really push yourself for slower and all that kind of stuff. But if you're just getting into it and maybe X3 is still kind of new to you and you're figuring it out, focus your form. That's way more important. So I guess that's about all I want to say on that. Also, once you start, playing with your cadence more, don't sacrifice pushing yourself to your fullest potential because you're over-focusing, counting how fast your reps are going. I really don't count my reps. I just kind of go for, a focused, under control type of pace. Certain exercises I go a little bit quicker on than other ones, like deadlift, for example. I just have a bad back and I don't really want to go really slow through the first piece of the movement because I feel like I need a little bit of explosiveness to protect my back from getting injured. Maybe I'm shortchanging myself, but I'd also like to not hurt my spine again because I feel the best I felt in about 6 years, so I'm not really willing to go back to chronic back pain. So take it or leave it. That's enough about rep cadence. Okay, number 2, analysis paralysis. Man, people love to complicate things. Just X3 is simple, okay? It's a couple of bands, a platform, and a bar, and you work out 4 or 6 times a week, and there's 2 workouts. It's simple. By design, it's supposed to be simple so that you actually do it every day, and 2, it doesn't need to be overly complicated because it works. So just stop analyzing every little nook and cranny unless you're some elite athlete or you have a job that's super demanding physically or something like that and you need to unlock that next level of potential. Sure, go ahead, knock yourself out. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say probably 95% of the users of this system, you're just the average guy or gal just trying to be in better shape and feel healthy and feel good and strong and all that kind of stuff. That's me. I don't really need to be at some peak level of fitness that's going to set world records. I'm just trying to look better and feel better. So all I do is I get out and just do my workout as hard as I possibly can. And of course I maintain the fundamentals and make sure I'm not, sacrificing form and all that kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, it's 10-20 minutes of pushing yourself as hard as you can, and that's it. So just stop with all the tinkering and trying to add this in and take that out and well, maybe if I do this and that. It's you're probably just hurting yourself. You're probably just making it you're probably slowing your progress simply because you feel like you have to keep doing something. Just stop. My personal belief is that it's simple, keep it simple, and the results will come. All right. I really don't play with the system that much. I don't really change anything other from the recommended program, and I've almost been using it for 2 years. Pretty happy with my results. So I guess that's all I'll say on that. Just stop being in analysis paralysis. All right, and number 3 is the knee past the toes. Man, I've seen this every day for the past 2 weeks, and this is one of the this is fingernails on a chalkboard for me. First of all, this is 1980s level coaching that is not really based on anything. Two, I'll say that if you're kind of like me where you've got really long, lanky legs in relation to your total height, your knees are probably going to stick out a little bit more than like a short, stocky person. So there's just so many variables. It's ludicrous to say that like your knees should never go over your toes on a squat. It's just, I don't know where it came from. I don't know why it was ever coached, but it has no place here. So getting into it a little bit more, like just think critically for a second here. If you do your split squat and your back leg is closer to your front foot, inherently your body has to compensate somehow, right? Like the bone structure has to go somewhere. Your bones can't just magically shrink to keep your knee behind your toes. So they're gonna stick out a little bit. Your knee is gonna go forward as you go down into the squat, and that's fine. Yesterday I did my split squats with my back foot almost touching my front foot to really amp up the instability, because I was really trying to just like push myself as hard as I could. And yeah, my knee stuck out, it got over my toes, and I got the most insane activation in my thighs, probably the best I've ever gotten with X3, because I was able to really just smoke the crap out of my legs. The only thing you have to consider with this topic is just keeping the majority of your weight distributed over your heel and the middle portion of your foot. You don't want to be leaning on your toe. That's where I think this may have come from, is like people were like leaning onto their toes. When you push up from a squat, you should be pushing through your heel. That's where you get the power to come up from the bottom, whether it's standard squats or split squats. You're not pushing on your toes, you're pushing on your heel. So as long as you're still pushing as hard as you can through your heels, I don't care where your knee is, really, it doesn't matter. Like, and the ultimate test is, are your legs tired? Did you feel it in your thighs where you should feel it from doing the exercise? If so, then hey, guess what? It worked. So I could probably go on all day about this one. It really irks me, but knees past toes, it's just stop saying that. It doesn't matter, right? So that's it for today for this video. I know I'm a little impassioned about these topics, but quite frankly, I can't say it enough. Just get out and do your workout as hard as you can, and just be safe, keep your form solid, but just push yourself to get a little bit better every day. That's all you can do. So don't like overanalyze this. Don't make it more complicated than it needs to be. Just push or pull as hard as you can till you can't do it anymore. Get as many partial reps as you can. And if you want some feedback, then yeah, ask for some feedback on your form or whatever, but don't overanalyze it. Just the whole point here is just to try and grow some muscle and get stronger, right? So if you're feeling good activation in your muscle groups, you did it. Good job. Move on to the rest of your day. Hit it again the next day. All right, that's it. So take care. Hopefully, this is probably gonna be a little bit of a controversial video, but I really don't care. I feel like I have a pretty good understanding of this system, and I guess I'm happy to debate it with people, but this is how I feel. It's my story and I'm sticking to it. If you want to subscribe, here's a link. Otherwise, take care and be safe. Bye.